So, what are we going to get into today? Let's see. We're going with polynomial times polynomial. And that's how they think that the best way of management is identifying a group, calling it a polynomial, identifying a group, calling it another polynomial, and then getting them to fight or multiplying by each other to create a third party making an equation. That's how it works. Okay, so multiplying a polynomial by a polynomial is similar to the process of multiplying two arithmetic numbers. You know that's what they did with, well, let's start here. The vaccine people, yeah. With feminism, yeah. With Black Lives Matter, yeah. And you know what they did with that is they made a graph like I broke down to play Battleship, and that was their whole research to start that bullshit Snow White fucked up story. Because they have to be right, because the math, right? No, you did it fucking wrong. You don't know how to do math. But keep going. Okay. Arithmetic example. Okay. 42 times 53. And then it just breaks down how you do it. First, you take it times 3, write it down, a space over. Maybe they didn't do that space over, and that's why their math was off. Times 4. And then you add those two numbers together, right? Oh, now you're understanding. Multiply. There's no divide. Add. Subtract. MDAS. Huh. But it was all presented in a whole different way when that's not an equation, that's regular math. So maybe they're doing it wrong. Maybe multiply, divide, add, subtract is for simple math, and you're supposed to do it progressively, because progress rather than perfection, right? Huh. Now tell me, how's all your shit working out as I'm putting it against you and you're fucking losing? Example, multiply 3a minus 4 by 2a plus 1. You multiply feminism minus 4 by racism minus 1. Wait, that's what Disney is doing and Hollywood is doing, changing races and sexes. Understand how this is working out right now? Like, these people are so stupid. They think that nobody will figure it out because they're so genius, right? Okay. Always check your solution. Wait, but an idiot doesn't put so many millions of dollars into a test of an equation, but you do because you're the best leader in the world, right? Okay. Do so either by going over the solution again, but you didn't do that, did you? Or by substitution as above, which means instead of doing that big multi-million dollar fucking movie, you do it with a little project with a small budget to see if you're mathed, but you don't know how to do that, do you? After you have studied division, you can check multiplication by division. Huh. So you're honestly, you did a graph. You got all these people, right? And you multiplied a polymer by a polymer, right? But you missed the whole process, right? You have to do division, but you didn't do that to divide it into different quantities. You figured you put the whole equation together instead of running it piece by piece by piece in linear order to get the whole answer. But you fake it till you make it and tried to rush through it, right? Yeah, because you got a sponsor. Congratulations. Rule. To multiply one polymer by another, first arrange the multiplier and multiplicand. Never seen that word before. In ascending or descending powers of the same letter. Oh, see, but wait, you understand that breaks down. You have to do this process through your cult, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, but you can't do that when that's like only using non-prime numbers, not the audience. But okay, you're doing it right. Of course you are. You were told that, right? Second, multiply the multiplied by each term of the multiplier. Oh, term of the multiplier. Are they my brain dead cult? Or are they free thinking customers that actually pay for content, not ideology? It really works like this, people. And then the third and final step, add the partial products. And this is literally breaking down how you do a spreadsheet. Assets, income. What is more? What brings me more profit? But you don't know how to do that because you just fake it till you made it, got a sponsor, and got on your little pink cloud, because that's what they call it in the meetings, right? The pink cloud that you know everything and you have this status so you can do everything right, because that's the whole purpose of the new Snow White. I don't need a man. I was born to be a leader. Weird. Go fuck yourselves.